Hello guys, welcome back to my lecture on similarity. In the last lecture we had discussed about the ratio of the areas of the two triangles. Now in this lecture we will discuss about three theorems. Okay, the three theorems which are very famous and which are usually asked in the exam. But right now we will not discuss the entire theorem, the proof of the theorem. We will only understand what does the theorem say. Because once we understand what does the theorem say, we can easily apply it in the question. Okay, so once you understand what the theorem says, we can easily apply it in our question. So first the theorem is basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem, which is in short said as BPT. Now here in basic proportionality theorem, now I won't focus on the three line it says, because of course that is not necessary in the exam. We won't write that three lines which is given in your textbook. Like it says that if a line is parallel to the side of a triangle and intersects at two distinct points and all that, we will directly understand it. What does this theorem say? Because if we understand it, because the main part of the lecture is what? To understand things and not to make maths difficult. Okay, you have to study maths in an easy way so that you can apply it. Okay, so what does BPT theorem say? It says we have a triangle. You understand this, right? We have a triangle. Let us give the name as A, B and C. So the first thing that you should know here, that BPT is applied only in triangle. Okay, because what is the first figure that I drawn here? Triangle. Now you will need one line parallel. You will need one line parallel to any of the side. So let me draw one line here, but this line is drawn in such a way that this line is parallel to this side. This line is parallel to this side. That is, this line is parallel to this side. Okay, I have not drawn it like this. It is not slanting, it is exactly parallel to this side. Now this points, let us give it as P and Q. Are you understanding this? I have drawn a triangle ABC and I have drawn one line parallel to one side. Okay, there are three sides, AB, AC and BC. So right now, for easy understanding, I have drawn this line parallel to BC and where it intersects at point P and Q. Now if you see such type of diagram, let us give this line as L. If you see such type of diagram, your immediate answer should be AP upon PB. This AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Done. This is our BPT theorem. What does it say? That if a line is parallel to one side, and it intersects other two sides in two different points, these are other two sides, not this side, other two sides in two different points, then it divides the sides into proportion. Proportion means it divides the sides into two equal ratios. That is, AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. The same BPT theorem can be applied to this triangle as well. Let us have a triangle here. Okay, let us have a triangle. Let us give some different name to this triangle. Let us give DEF. And now instead of this line, I will draw a line like this. But now this line is drawn parallel to DF. Okay, this is the necessary condition, that this line should be parallel to something. It will be stated in the question. And when you see this, you should immediately click that yes, this is the question of BPT. So now let it intersect here in points X and Y. Okay, so what is the answer of this? You have to see from this side. Like right now we have seen from here, or you can say that we can see from this point. So you can write EY upon YF Ey upon yf is equal to Ex upon xd. Done. This is your answer. I mean, this is the theorem. Which theorem? Basic proportionality theorem. Okay. We have one more theorem. See, this maths 2 is all about theorems. So you should write all the theorems on a page. Don't mix it with the questions. Just theorems. Means this is a PPT theorem. Write in short like I told you now. Okay, so that you can revise it quickly and all the pictures will be in front of you. Now we have one more theorem, which is angle bisector property. Angle bisector property of a triangle. Okay, angle bisector property of a triangle. Angle bisector property of a triangle. So of course angle bisector property, so we need an angle. So let us have an angle, but the angle of a triangle. So we need to complete this triangle. Let us give ABC and let us draw an angle bisector. This is an angle bisector. It means this ray is bisecting this angle. Bisecting means what? It is dividing it into two equal parts. When suppose this whole angle is 60 degree, then this becomes 30 and 30. Who makes it 30 and 30? This line. Okay. So this angle is divided into two equal angles. That is, let us give this point as D. So we have an angle bisector. So whenever you see such type of diagram that in a triangle there is an angle bisector, immediately your answer will be AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. That is AB upon BC. AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. Now many students make mistake, that is they learn this formula, that is angle bisector properties AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. It is not a formula. Okay, so don't remember this as a formula, because in the exam the name of the triangle can be anything. You have to just understand this theorem on property, that what exactly it means. That is, if you have an angle bisector, you will get AB upon BC, means this angle, the side which is on either side of this ray. Okay, this ray, the sides on the either side ka ratio, that is AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. This is your angle bisector property. Now one thing that we didn't discuss, or wait, let us discuss its converse. Let us discuss its converse part. Now what does converse means? Converse means that if we get this equal, now the converse means we are not known, it is not given to us in the question that this is an angle bisector. It is only given to us that AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. This is given to us. And then our answer will be that BD is the angle bisector. BD is angle bisector of angle ABC. If you see here in this part, BD is the angle bisector. BD is the angle bisector of angle ABC. This was given to us and this was our answer. Now here it is converse. It means this is given to us and this is our answer. This is given to us and this is our answer. Okay. So sometimes you need to even apply that AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC will be given to you in the question, and this will be your answer, means it will be converse. Okay, like we discussed the angle bisector property of a triangle and its converse, we didn't discuss the converse of BPT. So let us discuss that. So we did not discuss the converse of BPT. So converse of BPT is, what was BPT? It says that if a line is parallel to one side, okay, if a line is parallel to one side, then we get AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. But the converse is, if AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC is given to us, it is already given to us. Like for example, we can take that this is 2, this is 4, this is 3 and this is 6. Now they will ask you, is PQ parallel to BC? So you will find the ratio 2 upon 4 is what? 1 upon 2. What about this 3 upon 6 is also 1 upon 2. So once we get the ratio equal, we can definitely say that PQ is parallel to BC by converse of BPT. So our answer will be PQ parallel to BC. In the BPT, this was given to us. It was a necessary condition that this line is parallel to this side. But here the proved part is this, that PQ is parallel to BC. Okay, so we have discussed about BPT and angle bisector property. Now we will see one more small part. We will see one more part, that is three parallel lines and its transversal. Three parallel lines and its transversal. Then the name itself says that we will have three parallel lines. You understand what is parallel? They are parallel, right? So let us give that name as L, M and N. And we have two transversals. Transversal means a line which cuts the parallel lines. Okay. So let us give this as P and Q. Now let us give this point as A, B and C. And this is P, Q and R. Okay. These three lines are parallel. They are not parallel. Okay, these three lines are parallel. These two lines can be parallel or cannot be parallel, but the main condition is L, M and N should be parallel because three parallel lines and its transversals. These are two transversals. Now if you see such type of diagram, immediately your answer should be AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. Okay. So this is the property of three parallel line and its transversal. So if you see here that there is nothing difficult in maths 2, only you should observe the diagram. You should observe the diagram and immediately think of the answer to this. I mean this part. Once you get this, any calculation is easy further. Okay. There is no big multiplications, there are no taking square roots and all that. Very basic operations will be there. Maybe I can say that the operations are of 5th standard. Okay, and such basic operations will be there. So please go through the theorems, write it in your notebook and practice the questions before seeing the lecture, because if you have understood these theorems, it is definite. I will definitely tell you that you will be able to answer the question. Okay, so till then keep practicing. If you have any doubt, ask me. Bye bye.